Spartacus. The name still echoes with defiance and rebellion, a symbol of resistance against oppression. Born in Thrace, a region known for its fierce warriors, Spartacus lived in a time of turmoil. Thrace, with its rugged terrain and warrior culture, was a land where strength and resilience were paramount. He was a man shrouded in mystery, his early life a tapestry woven from fragments and whispers. Legends speak of his bravery and cunning, traits that would define his later years. Some claim he served as an auxiliary soldier in the Roman army, learning their tactics only to use them against them later. This experience would have given him invaluable insights into the strengths and weaknesses of the Roman military machine. Others believe he was enslaved by Roman slave traders, ripped from his homeland and thrust into a life of servitude. The brutality of his captors only fueled his desire for freedom. Regardless of his origins, one truth remains constant. Spartacus refused to accept the brutal fate handed to him. His spirit was unbreakable, his resolve unwavering. He yearned for freedom, not just for himself but for all those who suffered under Rome's oppressive rule. His vision extended beyond personal liberation. He sought to inspire a movement. In the gladiatorial arena, where death was a spectacle and survival a gamble, Spartacus honed his skills. Each battle was a test of his strength, strategy, and willpower. He fought with the ferocity of a man possessed, his every move a testament to his unwavering spirit. His prowess in combat earned him respect and fear among his peers and captors alike. But Spartacus was more than just a skilled warrior. He was a visionary leader, capable of seeing beyond the immediate struggle. He possessed a keen intellect and a charismatic aura that drew others to his cause. His ability to inspire and unite people from diverse backgrounds was unparalleled. He understood the power of unity, the strength that lay in forging alliances, even in the face of overwhelming odds. Spartacus knew that only through collective effort could they hope to challenge the might of Rome. In the heart of a gladiatorial school in Capua, a spark of rebellion ignited. The harsh conditions and constant threat of death created a fertile ground for dissent. Spartacus, alongside his fellow gladiators, rose up against their captors. Their desperate bid for freedom, the first tremor of an earthquake that would shake the very foundations of the Roman Republic. This uprising was not just a fight for survival, but a bold statement against tyranny and oppression. The Roman Republic of the 1st century BC was a society teetering on the precipice of change. It was a time of great turmoil and transformation, where the very foundations of Roman society were being questioned and tested. Years of constant warfare and expansion had brought immense wealth and power to the Roman elite, but at a terrible cost. The spoils of war enriched the few, while the many suffered. The relentless campaigns stretched the resources of the Republic thin, and the human cost was staggering. The gap between the rich and the poor had become a chasm, with vast numbers of people trapped in poverty and enslaved. The opulence of the aristocrats stood in stark contrast to the squalor of the common people, creating a society divided by wealth and status. The traditional values of the Republic, such as civic duty and public service, were being eroded by greed and corruption. Politicians who once prided themselves on their service to the state now sought personal gain, and the ideals that had built the Republic were fading. The Senate, once a symbol of Roman power, was riven by factionalism and personal ambition. Senators were more interested in their own power and wealth than in the welfare of the Republic, leading to bitter infighting and a lack of cohesive leadership. Powerful generals used their armies as bargaining chips, vying for control of the Republic. These military leaders with their loyal legions became power brokers, often acting independently of the Senate and pursuing their own agendas. The common people, disillusioned and disenfranchised, were ripe for rebellion. The promises of the Republic seemed hollow to those who struggled daily to survive, and the growing discontent was a powder keg waiting to explode. Into this volatile mix came Spartacus, a man who embodied the simmering anger and discontent of the oppressed. A former gladiator, Spartacus had experienced the brutality of the Roman system firsthand and became a symbol of resistance. His revolt, beginning as a desperate bid for survival, quickly escalated into a full-scale rebellion that exposed the deep cracks in Roman society. What started as a fight for freedom became a movement that challenged the very core of Roman authority. The slaves, inspired by Spartacus's leadership and driven by their own yearning for freedom, flocked to his banner. They saw in him a chance to break their chains and reclaim their dignity, and their numbers grew with each victory. Freed gladiators, shepherds, farmers, all united under his command, their ranks swelling with each passing day. This diverse coalition of the downtrodden and the desperate became a formidable force, challenging the might of Rome. Spartacus's rebellion was more than just a slave revolt. It was a symptom of a system in decay, a testament to the deep-seated resentment that simmered beneath the surface of Roman power. It highlighted the failures of the Republic to address the needs and grievances of its people. The Roman elite, used to dealing with subservient populations, underestimated the strength and resolve of Spartacus and his followers. They failed to see the depth of the discontent and the determination of those who had nothing left to lose. They dismissed the rebellion as a minor nuisance, a problem that could be easily crushed by their legions. Confident in their military superiority, they did not anticipate the fierce resistance they would encounter. They would soon learn the true cost of their complacency. The rebellion of Spartacus would leave an indelible mark on Roman history, a stark reminder of the perils of ignoring the cries of the oppressed. In the crucible of rebellion, Spartacus proved himself a brilliant strategist and a charismatic leader. His ability to inspire and lead was unparalleled, and he quickly became a beacon of hope for those who sought freedom from the oppressive Roman rule. He understood that to challenge Rome's might, he needed to forge alliances, uniting disparate groups under a common banner of freedom. This was no small feat, as it required bridging gaps between various cultures, languages, and traditions. His most trusted lieutenants, Crixus the Gaul and Oenomaus the Cilician, were themselves experienced gladiators and skilled warriors. They had fought in the arenas and knew the taste of both victory and defeat. Crixus, a fierce warrior known for his impetuosity, commanded the loyalty of the Gauls and Germans who flocked to Spartacus's cause. His fiery spirit and relentless drive made him a natural leader among the rebels. His courage in battle and his unwavering loyalty made him an invaluable asset to the rebellion. Crixus's presence on the battlefield was a rallying point for many, and his bravery inspired others to fight with equal fervor. Oenomaus, a cunning tactician, brought with him a contingent of skilled fighters from his native Cilicia. His strategic mind and deep understanding of warfare were crucial in planning and executing complex maneuvers. His knowledge of Roman military strategy proved crucial in the early victories against Roman forces. Oenomaus could anticipate the moves of the Roman legions, allowing the rebels to counteract and outmaneuver their enemies. Together, they formed a formidable triumvirate, their combined strengths complementing Spartacus's leadership. This trio became the backbone of the rebellion, each bringing unique skills and perspectives to the table. They trained their ragtag army, turning former slaves and shepherds into a disciplined fighting force capable of taking on the legions of Rome. This transformation was nothing short of miraculous, as it required immense dedication and rigorous training. Spartacus understood that unity was their greatest strength. He worked tirelessly to ensure that every member of the rebel army felt valued and included, fostering a sense of camaraderie and mutual respect. He broke down the barriers of language and culture that divided his followers, creating a sense of shared purpose and brotherhood. This unity was essential for maintaining morale and ensuring that the rebels could act as a cohesive unit. He preached a message of equality and liberation, promising freedom and land to all who joined his cause. His vision of a society where all men were free resonated deeply with those who had known only oppression and servitude. This message resonated with the oppressed masses, attracting not just slaves, but also the impoverished and marginalized of Roman society. People from all walks of life were drawn to Spartacus's cause, seeing in it a chance for a better future. Under Spartacus's leadership, the slave army transformed into a symbol of hope, a beacon of defiance against the tyranny of Rome. Their journey was fraught with challenges, but their resolve and unity made them a force to be reckoned with.